Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Man here. Hope you know well. So this month, and it was actually earlier in the month of August, was the 25th anniversary of the remake of the Thomas Crown Affair. This starred Pierce Brosnan, Rene Russo, Dennis Leary, directed by John McTiernan, who was known for like Die Hard and Predator. And I gotta admit, this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Pierce Brosnan movies. I know that's odd for some people because like, you know he played James Bond, right? Yeah, okay. But yeah, and the funny part about this movie is, growing up in the 90s, well, I mean this came out in 99, so I guess 2000s, if you want to be more specific. Every time this movie showed up on CBS or TNT, it's fine. It's a fine movie. Little did I know, and I mean little did I know, that this movie is actually rated R, and they cut out most of the R-rated material when they put it on TV. So I remember in high school, no, we did not watch this in high school. That would have been very bad. I was in a summer film camp, and one of the instructors for the week, they had a special instructor for one day from USC, University of Southern California, the biggest film school in the United States. He was doing like a thing on the best intros to movies. Like the opening of The Matrix, the best opening scenes in a movie. Like he showed the opening of The Matrix, the opening of Pirates of the Caribbean, up until Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann leave to go to the Commodore Norrington's ceremony. And she also showed the opening of the Thomas Crown Affair. And like I said, until I finally got this movie on DVD and watched it fully, I gained a lot more appreciation for the movie. Number one, like I just said, to me it's Pierce Brosnan's best film performance. This is him being James Bond better than him being James Bond in a James Bond movie. Think about that for a second. He's charming in this movie. He's funny. He can also be a brat. Not necessarily doing action scenes, but just when the ending, the whole third act, when he goes back into the art museum, he puts on the bowler hat, and he spins around like, here I am, you dumbasses, you dumb FBI agents, here I am, hey, and then he just goes about his business and completely messing with the cops, with all the other people in the bowler hat and the trench coats. And then you got the sex scenes between him and Rene Russo that are steamy, sexy, and you go, why couldn't you be like this in the damn James Bond movies? You would have been the best James Bond actor. That's what I never understood about James Bond. Oh, Mr. Bond, the womanizer. The guy who always gets the Bond girl. But they never show any sex scenes in James Bond movies. Not that you need it, but, I mean, come on. He's like Bruce Wayne, but even more so. And they literally have a criteria of the Bond girl. That's almost bigger than who's going to be James Bond. Is always who's going to be the Bond girl. But they never hook up in the movies and have any sexy time. So it's like, but in this movie, we see a lot of scenes with Rene Russo and Pierce Brosnan having a lot of sex. And it's a lot of sex with no clothes on. And that was the other thing. Like, when I first watched this movie, I was like, oh, wow, Rene Russo has most of this movie topless, kind of like Anne Hathaway in Love and Other Drugs. Okay, we might like this movie a little bit better now. And it's this caper, cat and mouse game between FBI detective and, Thomas Crown. I like how they got his therapist to be Faye Dunaway. And like I said, it's fun at times. It's like in this cat and mouse game. I like Dennis Leary as the main FBI agent trying to find, get this guy and then arrest him. His back and forth with Rene Russo is really good. I love how they introduced Rene Russo in this movie twice. One where she just comes in and just show her leg and like a little bit of lingerie. And then later she comes in all like tired and almost hungover. She gets this like smoothie, this green smoothie. You see her pouring with like little like giant drops and hitting going into the cup. And it's like a great intro to the character. Just like the opening with Thomas Crown. That whole opening with the getting the painting too was so great. Like I said, it's a fun. It's only an hour and 47 minutes. I love the music by whether you're talking about the score from Bill Conti, who was also known at that time to doing a lot of the Rocky movie scores for those movies. Then you got the soundtrack by like the main song of the movie, Sinnerman, both at the beginning and then in the third act. I love that song. I love going back and listening to it. So yeah, and like I said, it's like I said before, we don't get that many movies anymore of that steamy sex scenes in movies. We don't. You see them here and there, but for the most part, and it's nice to see a movie like this that is an adult film, rated R, and it actually has those sex scenes and steamy scenes. And yeah, thank you for treating adults like adults. That's what they would do. I don't get it when you watch a movie and people are making out and having sex and one of them still has their clothes on, especially when it's the woman. Like, yeah, that would never happen in real life. Never. You don't go home with the guy to make out and still keep your clothes on. I mean, what would be the point? We treated adults making out, like, realistically. To a degree, of course. We can't all look like Pierce Brosnan. Sorry. Only some of us. Yeah. So yeah, this is the 25th anniversary of the Thomas Crown Affair. I'm actually surprised they haven't remade this movie by now already, since this is a remake of the original. They could remake this now. I can see like a Margot Robbie playing the Rene Russo role, or something, on that, in that ballpark. Or, I was gonna say Henry Cavill, if he looked a lot like Pierce Brosnan with the dark hair, and, yeah. But you're like an Alexander Skarsgård or something. I don't know. Well, I'm just surprised they haven't remade this movie by now. Hollywood is all about reboots and remakes, and this is already 25 years old. What are you doing, Hollywood? What are you doing? But yeah, are you a fan of this movie? Like I said, I really enjoyed this film. It's one of my favorite Pierce Brosnan movies. Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Matt the Matt here.